Today we are going to learn about the algorithm to sequence n jobs on two machines. Previously we have seen what is sequencing problem and how the various terminology that is used in the sequencing problem. So the algorithm to sequence n jobs on two machines. First step is to identify the jobs, machines and their order, and the processing time on each job. I have a question here, so we are going to study it with the help of an example. Look at this question. There are 7 jobs, each of which have to go through machines A and B in order AB. So we have one of the assumption in the sequencing problem that there is no pass rule. Jobs have to follow the order given. So jobs should be performed on machine A first and then move to machine B. Processing time in hours is given in the table. Calculate the elapsed time, idle time and of both machines and the total idle time of the system. So this is how the question is going to look. We have 7 jobs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 2 machines, machine A and machine B. Now coming to the second step, find the optimal sequence of the jobs to be processed. If the minimum processing time is for machine A, then that should be processed at the beginning, and if it is for machine B, then that should be processed at the end of the sequence. So we have to draw a box like this, and whatever job has the minimum processing time, if it is from machine A, it has to be inserted in the beginning. If it is in machine B, then it has to be inserted at the end of this sequence. So let us write the optimal sequence for this example problem here. So we have 7 jobs, so I have taken 7 boxes here. So now we have to find out the minimum most processing time. In these processing times, the minimum most processing time is 1. So 1 is from machine B. So this, since it is from machine B, it has to be inserted at the end of the queue. So insert job 6 in the end because the minimum value is from machine B. Then cross off this particular job. Then the next minimum value, we have 3 here and 3 here. Now in this case, since we have 2 same values, you have to follow the precedence. Since machine A has to be processed first, we have to consider this job. So write the sequence because it is the minimum value is in sequence, is in machine A. So we have to write it in the beginning. So this job number is 1. Write it here. Then cross off this. The next minimum value is 3. That is in machine B, so it has to be written in the end here. So write, this is job 7, cross it off. Then we have 6. 6 is in both machine A and machine B. The values are same here. So you could either write job 4 here or here, not a problem. But because we are following the precedence, we will write it towards the machine A end. Cross it off. Then the next minimum most value is 10 and we have 10 in 3 places, machine B, job 2, job 3 and machine A, job 5. So according to the precedence, job 5, I am writing it here towards machine A, cross it off. Then we have machine B, 2 tens here in job 2 and job 3. So now in this case what we'll do is precedence is A again. So I'm writing 2 here and the remaining one is 3. So this is how we get the optimal sequence. Step 3. Calculate the time at which each job in the sequence will be processed on machine A. Consider the start time of the job on machine A as 0. So initially we have to consider the start time of machine A as 0. So before that I want to show you how to write the format of entering the in time, out time and idle time for machine A and machine B. So we have to calculate the in time, out time and idle time of both the machines A and B, and we have to write the job sequence in this format. Now what is in time? The time at which the job is entering into the process. I mean it is where the machine is going to process this particular job. Then out time is the time which is needed to complete processing this time. Once the job enters the machine, at what time it is the process going to complete, and by what time it is going to come out of the machine. And if there is any idle time is the free time, when the machine is free. So if there is any idle time, we have to mention the idle time here. Okay, so now this is the format in which we have to enter the in time, out time and idle time of machine A and machine B. Now this job sequence is nothing but the optimal sequence that we have written in step 2. Now coming back to the problem, this is the optimal sequence that we have written in step 2. Now let us fill in the format that we have written for getting the idle time. Now once we have the optimal sequence, we have to write this optimal sequence in this job sequence column. I have written the job sequence here, the optimal sequence which we got in step 2. Now the initial in time for machine A, because we are going to start the algorithm here, the process here, the initial in time will be 0. Then out time. Now according to the question, the out time for job 1, it has to complete 3 hours of time on machine A. So 0 plus 3 is 3, and there is no idle time. Machine A is not waiting anywhere. Now job 4 will start after 3 hours. That means after finishing this particular job 1, job 4 has to start. So it will go in at 3 hours. And for job 4, what is the processing time on machine A? It is 6 hours. So 3 plus 6 is 9 hours. And machine is still not waiting. There is no idle time. Now coming to job 5. Job 5 will start at 9 hours. What is the processing time of job 5 on machine A? It is 10 hours. So 9 plus 10, 19 hours. And there is no idle time. Machine A is not waiting. Then job 2. Job 2 on machine A is 12 hours. So it will get in at 19. This job will be finished at 19 hours. So this job will enter at 19 hours. 19 plus the processing time is 12. 19 plus 12, 31. And it is not waiting. Then job 3 will start at 31 hours, and what is the processing time on machine A? It is 15 hours. So 31 plus 15, 46 hours. No idle time. Job 7. It will start at 46 hours, and 46 plus 9, the processing time of job 7 on machine A is 9. 46 plus 9 is 55, no idle time. Then job 6 will start at 55 hours. 55 plus the processing time of job 6 on machine A is 11. So 55 plus 11 is 66, no idle time. The processing time for machine A is complete. Now the elapsed time of machine A is 66 hours. Now let's go to machine B. So machine B will have to wait for 3 hours till the first job on machine A is finished. So the in time of the first job on machine B will start after 3 hours once this is complete. So this number will be written here, in time plus the processing time. So on job 1, in time is 3 hours, and what is the out time of machine of job 1 on machine B? Job 1 machine B processing time is 8 hours. So 3 plus 8, 11 hours. It is waiting for 3 hours. Now this job will be completed 11 hours, and this job has already been finished at 9 hours. Okay, so this job can only be performed at 11 hours. We cannot stop this job in between at 9th hour, and we cannot introduce the second job here. So we'll have to finish this job, and this will be only finished at 11 hours. So you have to write 11 hours here, and there is no idle time. As soon as this is finished, we are starting with the second job. No idle time. So 11 plus the processing time of job 4 on machine B. Job 4 on machine B is 6. So 11 plus 6 is 17 hours. Now, job 5, should it start at 17 hours or 19 hours? It should start at 19 hours. Okay. Why? Because this job is finished at 17 hours, and this job will only be finished if I want to continue the processing of 5th job on machine B. This machine B has to wait till 19th hour. That means it has to wait 2 hours. 19 minus 17 hours. That is, it has to wait for 2 hours. So it will be sitting idle for 2 hours here. So you have to write the maximum of these two values. So 19 is maximum. You're writing 19 here. Then 19 plus the processing time of job 5 on machine B. Job 5 machine B is 12. 19. Now coming to job 2. Job 2, the end time for job 2 on machine B is 31 hours, because it is ending here at 31 hours, and the previous job 5 will also end at 31 hours. So write 31 hours here. 31 plus the processing time of job 2 on machine B is 10. 31 plus 10, 41. No idle time. Now this job will be finished at 41 hours. Okay, but the next job, job 3, will only be completed at 46 hours. Okay, so the machine B has to wait till the 46th hour. So 41 minus 46 is 5. It will have to wait for 5 hours. That means it is going to sit idle for 5 hours. Then 46 plus the processing time of job 3 on machine B. Job 3 machine B is 10. So 46 plus 10, 56. And this job will be finished at 56th hour. And this will be finished at 55th hour. So no idle time. So it will start at 56th hour. Job 7 will start at 56th hour. And the processing time of job 7 on machine B. Job 7 machine B is 3 hours. So 56 plus 3, 59. Next, job 6. So this job will be finished at 59th hour. But job 6 will only be available for machine B at 66th hour. That means it will start at, in time will be 66. Now the processing time. 66 plus the processing time of job 6 on machine B. Job 6 machine B is 1. 66 plus 1 is 67. What is the waiting time? 66 minus 59. 7 hours. So now we have calculated the in time, out time and idle times for machine A and machine B. Let us write the total idle time for machine B. So add all these values. 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 hours is the idle time for machine B. Okay. Now you might be thinking idle time for machine A is 0, but it is not. The elapsed time of machine B is 67. And the total elapsed time of the system, the time in which the first job is entered and last job is finished, that is the total elapsed time of the system, that is 67 hours. So the machine A will stay 1 hour longer, 1 hour idle till the last job is finished. So the idle time on machine A will be 67 minus the 66 elapsed time of machine A, which is equals to 1. So idle time of machine A is 1 hour. Idle time of machine B is 17 hours. Idle time of the system, that means idle time of A plus idle time of B, which is equals to 1 plus 17, which is 18 hours. The total idle time is 18 hours. Now total elapsed time is the time in which the processing of all the jobs in this particular problem is finished. So including machine A and machine B, all the process will be finished at 67th hour. So 67 hours is the total elapsed time of this problem. With this we end the problem of solving sequencing. So same thing I have given in the algorithm. I will forward the PDF of this algorithm. You can follow the steps along with the example. It will be easy for you to understand. Thank you.